At the end of the second week into the house-to-house registration exercise, which commenced on July 20, GECOM had registered 116,000 persons. In the coming weeks, GECOM is hoping to increase that number in its bid to complete the process ahead of the October 20 schedule. Public Relations Officer at GECOM, YOLANDA WARDE, explained that GECOM started out with just over 1,000 teams in the fields countrywide, but has since ramped up the teams over the past couple of days.
Now we have just about 1,332 teams spread across the length and breadth of the country. To ensure the efficient conduct of this exercise, what we've done was to also establish a number of cluster offices around the country.
These offices are being manned by assistant registration officers who will be supervised directly by the 29 registration offices countrywide. Additionally, enumerators are making every effort to get every citizen who meets the eligibility criteria registered.
There is a process in place to ensure that we reach persons. Enumerators have a logbook that they're required to log every visit to record where the persons reside there, how many persons, who they need to return to register, and at what time. There is also a system of appointments in place to ensure that we're able to capture everyone to ensure that they're registered.
Going back to the ramping up of the teams in the fields, a number of factors were considered according to the PRO of GECOM.
Be able to have a number of those 14-year-olds who are at home from school to be registered and so on. So it's actually really capturing or capitalizing on the timing to have all those persons who are eligible that might be available during this window to ensure that they're registered.
Was this a commissioner secretary decision?
In terms of,
to add more teams?
well, we've had from the planning, we've had a projected number of actually having 1,800 teams out in the field. So we are still away from that 1,800 figure.
The Chief Justice is set to hand down her decision next Wednesday on whether the house-to-house registration will be halted or allowed to continue. This comes following a legal challenge in the High Court mounted by Christopher Ram seeking to have the exercise halted. The opposition has been urging persons not to get registered. Handel Duncan H, GP9 News.